Hello, and welcome to Money Mystery No More. Let's talk about how to budget money for more cash. Easy money. To really benefit the most, be sure to listen for the Catch-22 and easy, proven ways to remove the mystery of budgeting by keeping it simple. It's awesome. And remember, hit that subscribe button to keep getting the latest and greatest information. Okay, let's remove the mystery. Budget is not a bad word and should not cause bad feelings. So what is a budget? In simple terms, it's a plan. In this conversation, it will be a plan for money, your money, how to use it, spend it, and ideally end up with more. It's a plan to lower stress in your life by having your money accounted for and organized, which will ultimately lead to a more fulfilling path to financial freedom. You're taking control and will soon realize it is an essential part of a healthy financial life. What a thought, and what a great feeling. Start your budget process slow and ease into it, because it is a change. If you are the take charge and grab the bull by the horns type of person, great, plow ahead. And if you are the let me get my arms around this thing with the little space type of person, great, start slow, but just get started. Lots of people find change difficult to begin with and often resist it. That is okay. Just take it one step at a time. Start small and work into it. It's best to think of long-term outcomes with consistent daily actions. It's a habit, daily activity repeated over and over again, and that is how a budget works. It definitely can seem like a lot at first, but like any exercise, the working muscles get stronger and the exercise gets easier and easier after days of repetition. Next, let's get real about needs versus wants. As a child, this was a concept that was thrown into my mental process and developed very early during my economics class. Mr. Gagnon, I think, had us break down real things as needs or wants, and we were quizzed. Needs are things like groceries, rent, mortgage, basic utilities, transportation, childcare, insurance, and remember to include that minimum loan or credit card payment. Wants are things like, stuff you want. If you are honest, it's simple. When asking easy questions like, is this important to keep my life together? Or really, is it more of a convenience for me? Can I get by without this thing? If so, it's likely a want. Not sure why, but asking myself about needs versus wants did make an impression that has stuck through the years. You too may get lots of rewards and experiences if this front and center thinking is part of your spending habits. Pick a budget method. Well, it's time to figure out which path to take. Which simple budget method will work best for you? There are a few common, proven, and worthy options to consider. Remember, at the end of the day, it's money in, money out. Don't be broke. Cash system. With a cash system, you literally pay cash for everything. If you have a checking account, consider using that debit card to pay for things. Some of your bills might even be on auto pay schedules. Whatever you do, hide that credit card. Unless you are truly disciplined enough to only use it for actual emergency situations when cash is not an option, the simplicity of swiping or tapping a credit card often offers an out-of-sight, out-of-mind behavior until that monthly bill is due. The sticker shock is often brutal. Zero-based budget. This is pretty much what it sounds like. You earn and spend to zero. You account for every dollar you earn and then assign each dollar a place on the spend side of your budget. You end up with $0. 50-30-20. 50% of income goes to needs and debt minimums. 30% of income goes toward wants. 20% of your income goes to savings and an amount for debt repayments above the minimum required. Recognize that if needs exceed 50%, you must consider reducing your 30% wants portion. It's okay, as long as it's not a permanent solution. It's a reality sometimes, so you do what it takes to stay afloat until things can change. In fact, tough situations may even force some or all of the 20% savings debt bucket as well. I'd implore you to figure out a way to never touch the 20% bucket though. Forcing that discipline for savings is equally important. There is a huge long-term reward for learning the discipline of saving something each and every time you make a dollar. It will develop a behavior and mindset that will be beneficial and reap large rewards in multiple ways over the years. Cash stuffing. This is sort of like the cash system because you will cash each check or get your payroll in cash so you can do the budget technique involved. Once you have your cash in hand, you then account for every dollar you are able to spend by putting the physical bills in envelopes per denomination or by expense bucket. This process is effective because having cash in your hand is very different from just seeing it on a screen. It's quite tangible. It makes you aware of which expense you're budgeting each physical dollar towards as you put them in envelopes. Implement a tool and the 3-step routine. No matter which method you choose, you need a way to see what's happening and adjust accordingly. There are easy options like using a simple ledger or even a budget binder. You just need to have a spot for date, in, out, business name, transaction, balance. You can make your own physical binder out of standard lined paper and just put the column titles at the top. Of course, you can also buy an affordable binder from your favorite online store, office supply store like Office Depot, Office Max, or from a discount store like HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, or DD's Discounts, Ross Stores. Using a spreadsheet program like Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets can also make it super simple. They even have templates to use. And of course, you can just use an app. There are several available for all sorts of personalities. Once you have your tool, it's literally a matter of 1, 2, 3. This simple routine will keep you budgeting for financial success each week, each month, and each year. 1. Put down all of your expected incomes, or ins. 2. Put down all of your expected expenses, or outs. Ins minus outs equals balance. Keep the balance positive, or said another way, have more ins. As the actual amount for each in and out happen, record those numbers. Keep it current, keep it real. 3. Repeat the process. Okay, let's lighten this up a little. I remember seeing something about some Chinese secrets to successfully saving money, and a few points really stand out because Chinese save about 46%, while Americans barely save 5%. So their actions offer little nuggets of wisdom to consider adding into our daily life with money habits and budgeting. Pay cash for things versus using credit or debit. Start saving early in life. Utilize a simple yet effective budgeting system like cash or zero-based budgeting. Live within your means. Stay under the radar. Don't be worried about going luxury or flashy. Learn to prioritize needs over wants. Eat at home way more than eating out. Simple and common budgeting hacks. Catch 22. Okay, and now how about some good old tried and true ways to save even more money on a tight budget? These tips seem too easy to be true. Here's your chance to catch 22 easy and free common budgeting tips for everyday use. Lower the fast food and eating out habit. 2. Cut your own hair. 3. Don't shop for groceries when hungry. 4. Make your own coffee and or tea. 5. Water storage bottles. Use your own for daily use, especially in the airport. 6. Subscriptions. Manage them and cancel those that are not used. 7. Become a DIY person. Learn a skill. 8. Buy used refurbished when able. 9. Purchase items off season. 10. Use free bank accounts. No fees. 11. Use a list for grocery shopping to avoid the last second emotional buys. 12. Do auto payments if possible and get low interest rates if offered. 13. Insurance should be shopped around annually. 14. Use a budgeting tool for tracking. 15. Plan ahead. Create your budget before the month begins. Be aware. 16. Split your direct deposit into HSA, checking, savings, 401k, etc. 17. Get clear about needs versus wants. 18. Keep bills and receipts organized. 19. Adjust your budget monthly. 20. Save first then spend. 21. Life happens. Be flexible as needed. 22. Factor in fun. Relax now and then. If you look closely at the list, the theme is consistently around just being more aware of how you spend your money and where it is going. Having enough money in a slush fund for that rainy day is super important. If getting that extra buck here and there comes from saving money by being creative with your spending habits, then so be it. How wonderful. Don't be too hard on yourself. A little effort will go a long way. Budgeting challenges to keep you motivated. Envelope saving challenge. Pick an amount of money you want or need, now or in the future, and start putting money in an envelope each pay period. Be driven for that daily dollar. Just $1 is all it takes. You can start with $1. While it doesn't sound like much, it does start discipline and commitment. In a week, you'll have saved $7 more than the 0 by not having the challenge at all. This is the foundation for moving into bigger challenges like saving for 30 days and 300, or 4 weeks and 400, or an even bigger goal like 52 weeks and 5,200. It's totally possible. Imagine ways to earn and save that money. Maybe a little bit of overtime each week, or maybe just skip that coffee once or twice a week. Start small and smile when you get the money and put it towards your challenge. A vacation travel challenge. This challenge is always exciting because you can do research through the weeks to get excited and stay engaged with the challenge. Have a date night challenge. Who says you can't have your cake and eat it too? If it's $100 for dinner with your partner, pick a date, do the math, and start that budget. You can do it. Lots of people cringe with the idea of budgeting. Sure, it seems simple enough, though it's not always easy. But you will have fun, rewarding challenges through budgeting. It's an evolving process as your life circumstances change. Your needs and wants will change. Following some of the concepts and budgeting principles discussed, you can learn to create a budget and work that budget while presenting a great learning opportunity for you and your family too. You'll be rewarded with less stress in your life, more level-headed thinking on a daily basis, and even be more prepared for tough situations in the future. You will have your money organized and accounted for, which will ultimately lead to a more fulfilling path to financial freedom. Remember, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you keep getting the latest and greatest information from Money Mystery No More. Use that Check 22 list, and I'll see you in the next video.